and welcome to I Believe in Miracles, a show that seeks to build your faith deeper through testimonies. And if you're wondering what a miracle is, simply put, seeing the hand of God in a particular matter or situation. The situation could be hopeless, and all of a sudden you just see the hand of God in that situation and everything turns around for your good. That is a miracle. Now, I'd like to ask you a question. What will you do in the middle of the night? You wake up to use the washroom, then you just realize that you are in the midst of fire. And that's what my guest for today had to go through. I'll be back to introduce her, but first, I would like to say thank you to my sponsors. Thank you, El Fitting Boutique, for my clothing. They are located on the Spinkters Road, opposite Ernest Chemist. I also like to say thank you to Prestige Delicacies and Catering Services. Their food, yummy. Thank you to Ooze and Coos. Visit them. They are located at Community 25 on the PS Global Road. My name is Judith Robert. I'll be back to introduce my guest.
It is written that we overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of our testimony. Join Judith in a whole new show dubbed I Believe in Miracles, a program designed to build your faith through testimonies. Be encouraged and uplifted right here on Facebook. Coming soon this month.
Welcome back. You're still watching I Believe in Miracles. I'd like to say thank you to Mr. Wendell Otu. Thank you to ICGC Calvary Temple, ICGC Paris Temple, and of course, Sort Out Prayer Ministries. My guest, Sharon. Sharon Mensaduku. You know why I'm saying it? Because that was what used to happen when we were in primary school. Sharon, good to have you on the show.
Good to be here.
And today, I would like you to reveal that secret. When we were in school, anytime the register was being marked and they got to Sharon Mensaduku, the whole class turned into an a cappella group. What was the secret, Sharon? We'll be singing, dancing, drumming. Sharon, why?
I have no idea. I think it was because of there was a teacher, I don't know if you remember him, Mr. Futu.
Okay, yes, I do remember
and
Mr. Futu.
He used to have a sing-song kind of, I think when he gets to the menses, then he makes our names into sing-song names. And I think mine was rhyming more.
So yours was more interesting there. So mine goes there, Judith, but Mensa, it wasn't rhyming.
No.
Sharon Mensaduku sounded much better, eh?
And everybody would be drumming, jumping, clapping, dancing. So that was my name.
Wow, Sharon Mensaduku. I still remember it. It's just like yesterday, but it's like over 20 years. 20 years. Sharon, I know you were not born this way.
Yes.
Tell me, what happened?
Okay. The story is that I heard from is hearsay. There are some that I remember, and then some not too well. So those that I remember, I would tell you, and then I'd also let you know what's like peeping, listening through the door to when my mom is having conversations. I go and listen. I'll tell you that.
So how old were you when it all happened?
I was 5.
Okay.
I was 5 with my little sister, my 2 little sisters. The one after me was, I think she was like 3, and then there was the baby, the third one. Mom left us with our house help. She went for a week keeping, and she came back to meet me different. And what happened was that it was during the times where lights, it was early 90s.
Okay, it was load shedding season.
No light.
No light, okay.
It was a new area.
Okay.
So there was no light. But then what happened was that what I learned from hearing from mom speaking to her friends was that the house help went in to get a candle. Where she got a candle from, we don't know. She got a candle and she says I told her I wanted to have the candle on my bed. It was a bunk bed. So I was at the top. My sister who was 3 then was down.
Okay.
And then the baby was in the cot.
So you were 3 in the room that day?
Yes.
Okay.
We were 3. So all I remember, what I can remember is that I woke up with people shouting around. So I had to climb down a burning
So you were
ladder.
surrounded?
Yes, I was
The
surrounded
whole
by
place was engulfed.
yes, and smoke
And
with
smoke.
the ceiling and everything. So I had to climb down at 5 years, climbing down a burning ladder. I was alone there. So what I heard later was that the house help took out the third one, who was the baby, and then the second one.
And
took
she
them
left
out.
you in the room.
Yes, she left me in the room. So, in a nutshell,
So how did you manage to escape, Sharon? You were left in there alone.
yes.
The whole place was engulfed in fire. How did you escape? You were 5.
Before mommy left for the wakekeeping,
Okay.
I told her that, Oma, can you pray for me?
Okay.
And I remember she that was when I learned how to pray a prayer. Father Lord, hide us under the blood of Jesus.
Okay.
In Jesus' name, amen. So she taught us that prayer, I think that night.
Okay.
And that was it. She left for the wakekeeping. So waking up, I saw the flames and everything and the smoke. I don't think I thought much of it.
Okay.
I just
Okay.
got down
Okay, you just got down.
and went to sleep.
You went back to sleep,
Yes.
but you were hurt. Did they take you to the hospital?
No, that was around midnight. I'm sure it was around 2 a.m. This was early 90s, tertiary that hadn't developed.
But I'm sure you were in
So-
pain by then, Sharon.
I'm sure I was, but I don't remember.
You don't remember. Your parents
I'm sure.
didn't tell you whether you were taken to the hospital right
No, no, no,
away.
no. I went to, my mom wasn't around. It was
Okay.
just the house help vanished.
Okay, she disappeared
Yes.
after the incident.
Yes, we don't know where she went to. And I went to bed. I slept in the hall. The people who broke down the door, because they couldn't get the key to the door.
Okay.
The key was under my pillow.
Okay.
So those who broke down the door couldn't take me to, I think the closest hospital then would
Okay.
have been Kolebu.
Callable. Okay. Okay.
So I went to bed.
You went to bed. Let's
I went
take
to
it. You
bed.
went to bed. You went
I
to bed.
slept.
You always keep his angels. Or his angels will keep charge over us. How was growing up like for you?
Growing up, I wouldn't say it was tough. It was a little in between. By God's grace, I had people. I had the support system that I needed. From ages 5 to let's say 12, it was okay. It was
Okay.
comfortable.
Okay.
I was in a school, a different school before coming to.
Okay. Okay.
And before coming to that school, this is what the proprietor said to my mom,
Okay.
that he doesn't think he would want to have someone like me in the school because I'll end up scaring the kids.
Scaring the kids.
And then also growing up, I remember hearing maybe when you bypass women in the market or something, you hear them they
Okay.
go around saying kafrawai or something like obenyakun or something like like you hear stuff.
Sharon, all these comments. Did you ever get depressed?
I think
Did you
the
go through depression?
came around when you're going from, you see, I attended a primary school and it just says, can I mention the school?
Yes, feel free.
Okay, so Darras was our school. I was there for 9 years.
Okay.
So it's like they were the same people that I grew up with. They didn't have questions to ask. They accepted me for me. Maybe once a while, you hear somebody saying, "You look like Lucio Malave." You remember?
Oh yes, I remember. I remember that telenovela.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
I do.
Yeah.
I
But
do.
then a teacher will come in and then reprimand the students or something. Maybe once a while, once in a long while. And then I don't know what happened. Maybe in the background something happened. Maybe, I don't know, maybe someone went around to tell the other kids not to be mean or something. But it was fairly okay. It was in SS. You see, you are now growing up, adolescent stage.
Okay.
You're getting to know boys. You see that, oh, they are cute boys.
Oh, it's
around.
cute.
You're like, okay.
Tall,
You
handsome,
look- yeah.
cute.
And then you realize that you're different.
Okay.
So that's when you realize that's okay. And then that's when we had to cut our hair.
Oh,
So I was hiding behind, maybe I had hair.
Okay.
You had to go down cut. You had to look like the regular kids.
Yes.
So I think that's when the challenges came about. I remember one time we went for Anita Cup, and I was with a group of friends at the stadium. Then there was this young boy from a certain boys' school. He came there and he was like, somebody wants to see you. So I walked all the way from my comfort zone
Okay.
with the girls,
So
going to I don't know what I thought then. So I walked to where the boys were, and then when I got there, they all started laughing. You can imagine a group of like 60 boys.
wow.
It was
It would be hard. A young
It was,
girl.
it was.
So hard.
it was terrible. I wouldn't forget that day. And I think so because of that, even choosing the university to go to, or choosing course to study in SS, I was scared
Okay.
to be amongst
Okay, people.
not-
But
not
definitely,
people,
you
but
did
to be
overcome that depression. You did overcome that low self-esteem. Tell
It
me
took
how.
time.
Tell me how
It
you
took
did
time.
it. Tell me how you did.
I met a friend online. I still haven't met him in
Okay.
person till
Okay.
date.
Okay.
I was like, "Are you serious? You are beautiful."
Yeah.
I was like, "Are you really?" I don't take pictures. I didn't used to take pictures. I didn't used to stand in front of the mirror and then maybe make up or something. Maybe like 5 seconds, you're done.
You're done.
But then this person went ahead. He was like, "No, do you know you're beautiful?" I was like, "Oh, what kind of joke is this?" But he kept on saying it. It took a long time. I think like five years or so.
Okay.
It was then that I gradually came to the acceptance that, okay, fine. I'm not going to listen to
So someone passed
People.
a positive comment.
a very positive
A very
comment.
positive comment.
Because all that I used to get was, "Oh, do you know you can do plastic surgery? Or do you know that if you mix snail with anabosamna
Okay.
and you smear it on
Okay.
your body, do you know that you
Okay.
go?"
Talking about plastic surgery, did your parents ever think of?
Oh yeah, several times.
Okay, so what happened? Why didn't you do
Several
plastic
times.
surgery?
Once I was 8, and I
Okay.
think these people came by Mercy Ship.
Yeah.
You've heard of them?
Yeah.
And I went there. I got there and I saw people with this cleft palate.
Yeah.
And I was like, these people look weird. I look better than them. I think at that age, 5, 6, 7, 8, if you ask me what's wrong with you, I'll also ask you what's wrong with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like at that age, I had that confidence.
Yeah.
But it was broken by people making comments like, "Do you know you can have surgery? Do you know you can do this? Do you know you can
Okay.
do this?" A whole lot of compulsions were given to my mom.
Okay.
But I felt sorry for my mom in the sense that she was blamed. Everywhere we went to, she was blamed. She was, imagine a new mom, say in your 30s, having a baby. I was almost a baby.
Yeah, so
Looking like,
people were blaming your mom, but did she ever blame God?
I'm sure she did.
She did. She asked so many
I myself
questions.
have even asked God, like, okay, so why me? The why me is there. It comes every time you ask God. So okay, you couldn't bend, okay, just this side and then leave the rest. But you had to, but then I realized that He's done a lot.
Yeah.
I've been blind before.
Wow.
What I left out was that when I went to sleep, yes, I became blind.
After the incident, you
Yes.
became blind.
That night.
That night.
I think I was blind for a month or two. Then I also remember that climbing down the staircase, you see, it's wood. It was burning.
Yeah.
See, I have on my fingers.
Yeah.
I didn't have, I don't know the medical term they use, but then it's supposed to get hardened.
Yeah.
Then they chop it off.
Okay.
I have it. I have my ears.
Wow.
I have my nose.
Wow.
Mom used to tell me to go to Kolibu. I think somewhere 2010, I went to Kolibu to have this overlapping my lip.
Okay.
I went there just to remove it.
Okay.
When I got there, plastic surgery unit, I saw a lot of things. And I was like, I'm better off. If you see the people there, it was scary. And the most painful part is there was this woman carrying the baby. When I get there, I don't look at people, I just sit straight. I don't turn my head left or right, I just sit straight, not to look at people. So when I got there, it's a long queue, very long queue. That day, I had the opportunity to sit down, and she came to sit beside me. And she was carrying, I think, somebody like a 3-year-old baby. She looked, I can't describe it, kind of incident that the girl was having. But then the mom went ahead to say, she was asking me in Chi, Jawo. And I was like, you're having a baby who, quote unquote, is like that.
Yeah.
But here you are, you want to find out what is happening to me. I just picked my stuff, went out of the room, and never returned.
Sharon,
no,
you must be grateful to God, aren't you? Are you happy? Because you said you went blind.
Yes.
But you can see.
I can see.
You were in that fire, but you are alive.
Mm-hmm.
Are you happy? Are you grateful to God for your life?
I am so grateful. You know, over the years, I've seen that you remember when we used to have, for example, we used to have something we called mental.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Days? Or when we have story problem. I hated that subject so much.
Okay.
And it was so scary for me. But guess what? When you put that same problem before me now, I can solve it. So it's like every stage in life, there will come a story problem. And you will think that at that moment, then that's your end. But if you're able to give it time, trust your maker, that he knows the answer. Even before that problem starts, he knows that, okay, this is how to solve this issue, just relax. Over the years, I realized that what I thought then was a problem isn't really now, no. And how I got to know that I had gotten over all this was that there was a day I was crossing the motorway, and then I heard, sister, somebody clapping behind me. I was like, I'm crossing the busy motorway. Who could be calling me at this point? So I stood, after crossing, I stood across the street and then waited. Then this man comes around. Phone number, mommy. I was like, phone number, mommy, how? He was like, give me your number.
Yeah.
And I was like, for what? He says, he was like, he's in a hurry, but I should give him my number. And I said, no, for what? He had some medicine. I was like, do you?
Wow.
Did I tell you
Wow.
I need
Did you tell him you needed medicine?
Is there anything wrong with me? Do I have a problem? And God forgive me. If you look at the man standing before you, and that day I also thought like, oh, I thought like, you know, you were looking good and something. He was like, I should give him my number. He wants to render help to me. No, please keep your help. So that's when I realized that I had grown. I had grown past that stage where I'll be like, okay, I can't go to the mall because people will stare at you. I can't go to I am only comfortable with places that I go to. Maybe because I know Teshi, then I'm fine. The people in Teshi know me, I'm fine. Maybe the people here know me, so I'm fine. That's the only place I'll go to. No, I'm like, okay, fine. Let them stare. Mommy always goes like, people stare at what is amazing.
Yeah.
That's what she kept saying to me over the years. She kept saying. So now, I think for more than 10 years now, I haven't had the issue of, oh, get aloe vera, smear it on your skin for my mom. I haven't had the issue of get milk, get Pepsodent.
Okay.
There's so many things.
So many things.
There's so many things that it will amaze you. So many things. Like sometimes they give you the medicine and then you throw it away. Then mom will come and catch you and she'll be like, okay, take it back. But over the years, she herself has come to understand that I know she's proud of me, in the sense that she doesn't feel that is it regret or guilt that hadn't I gone for
regrets?
Yes, regret, if you should say. If I hadn't gone for this waykeeping, this wouldn't have happened. If I hadn't, I should have stayed. I knew that something was telling me that, oh, I should have stayed. But for how long can you protect your kids?
Sharon,
it's not possible.
Encourage someone out there. The person might not have a physical scar, but be going through their own challenges.
Okay.
Encourage someone.
Okay. So, what I'd like to tell you is that, like I said, every stage of life, there's a book, there's a chapter. You just have to hold on for just a few minutes, or just a few hours, or for just a few years. It might seem like it's forever, but hold on. And as you're holding on, you're praying. The prayer that if you want to cry as you must, but do not give up. Do not say, I'm going to commit suicide. I wish I'm better. I wish I'm this. I wish I'm that. It will be over soon, and you will sit back and laugh at your old self and be like, so is this the reason why I have been crying all along all these years? So that's all you need to do. It sounds easy, but it's not that easy, I know. So all you need is constant prayer. Stay on the word and remember your maker. Thank you.
Constant prayer. Stay on the word and remember your maker. But also remember that he promised that in the midst of the fire, he certainly will be there with us. And I know God was there with Sharon. She can't even remember how she managed to escape, but the most important thing is Sharon is alive. She went blind, but she can see, and she's here. She has shared her testimony. I believe you've been blessed. I believe you have been touched. Sharon, thank you so much for coming on the show. God richly bless you. I pray that the Lord will surprise you this year.
Amen.
I pray that He will make you laugh and laugh and laugh and laugh.
Amen.
And I pray that the next time I see you, can I say this? You would be a married woman.
Amen.
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 Good to have you on the show again. Thanks so much for coming. Thanks so much for coming. And you're still watching I Believe in Miracles. Yes, I do believe in miracles. I will be back after this.
You're watching I Believe in Miracles. You have a testimony to share with the rest of the world? Kindly reach out. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. God bless you.
Welcome back from the break. It's still I Believe in Miracles. We all have scars. You have seen Sharon's scar, but you might have a financial scar. You might be in debt. It's a scar. Everybody knows you owe all the banks in this country. It's a scar. You might have an emotional scar. As for you, every relationship you break up, somebody has given you broken heart. It is an emotional scar. You might have an educational scar. Everybody know. As for you, excuse me, say, oh, they own him share. And sometimes you just want to hide. Nobody is seeing it, but you know it is an educational scar. And sometimes we pray, sometimes we cry, asking God, this scar, when at all will it diminish? A scar basically is a mark that is left on the skin after an incident, whether be it emotional, psychological, financial. It's there. It might be visible or invincible, but it's there. It is a scar. And one thing about scars is that it can limit you. And you had Sharon. She didn't feel too comfortable going to the mall. It limits you. You begin to withdraw. That's what a scar will do to you. Limitation. A scar will make you timid. You become so afraid. You don't want to open up. That's what a scar will do. Sometimes you get so depressed. Let's say, supposing a woman, someone has broken your heart. Giving that guy another chance will be so hard because you are down, you are depressed. You don't want to go through that thing anymore. That's a scar. But the Bible says in Isaiah that, behold, I do a new thing. Do not ponder over the things of the past. I'm doing a new thing, says the Lord. He's the potter and we are the clay. And you know, when the clay goes through so many processes, the pounding, the sieving, all the processes, the clay doesn't complain because the clay trusts the potter. Whatever is happening to you, whatever scar that you are in right now, can you just trust the potter? Trust him. He knows what he is doing. He's the potter and we are the clay. All we need to know is to just get out of that shell. Tell yourself, I will not allow this scar to limit me. I will not allow this scar to bring me down. The Bible says, arise and shine, for your light has come. Stars do not shine in the daytime. It's when it's night that you see the stars. So that should tell you, in your darkest moment, that's when you are supposed to arise and shine in your darkest moment. A great man of God once said that the 5 loaves of bread and 2 fishes, do you know what Jesus did to them? They were not shared in the same state like full loaves of bread, full fish. Jesus had to break the bread. He had to break the fish. Until you are broken, your impact will not be felt. Until the bread and the fishes were broken, they were able to serve the thousands of people that were gathered. So whether you are going through a financial scar, whether you are going through an emotional scar, whether you are going through a marital scar, you have to tell yourself, I won't let this bring me down. I will overcome. I will make it. I will achieve. You know what? Rahab in the Bible had a big scar. She was a prostitute. But you know what? She hid those men, and her life and that of her family members were saved. She could have said, oh, I'm a prostitute. I don't want to get close to this man of God. Because being a prostitute is not an easy scar. It's a big scar. But she overlooked that scar. went ahead, approached those men, hit them, and her life was spared. Do you remember the woman, the Samaritan woman at the well, when Jesus met her and told her all that she has been doing? Jesus said, you have been with 5 men. Hey, one woman, 5 men. That was a sin. That was a scar on its own. But you know what? After Jesus had told her this, she went to the village and started, come and see what the man has told me, the man Jesus. She started telling others about Jesus Christ. That means after Jesus had ministered to her, the woman that have been with 5 men had now become an evangelist. She overlooked that scar and was going around talking to people about Jesus. You don't know what you can do if you rise up, overlook that scar, and tell yourself, I will make it. I'm here to tell you, everyone has a scar, but the way you handle that scar will prove whether you're a real star. This is I Believe in Miracles, and on behalf of the production team, I would like to say thank you to 3D Asylum. They put all this together. Thank you. I would also like to say thank you to El Fitting Boutique for my clothing. They are located on the Spintex Road opposite Ernest Chemist. And I would also like to say thank you to Ooze and Coos, located at Community 25 on the PS Global Road. And also to Prestige Delicacies and Catering Services. Yummy pastries, yummy food. Just give them a call. They'll be at your service. Thank you so much for watching I Believe in Miracles. I believe you have been blessed. I'll see you again same time next time. Tell a friend to tell a friend. It's a whole new show right here on Facebook. Bye bye. Stay blessed.